Hi, welcome back. Or if you're just joining, my name is Maya, and welcome to my channel, Cranleyplace, where I'm focused on Hermès scarf style, inspiration, and more. Before we get started, let me give a shout out to all the channel members and special welcome to the knot connoisseurs and elegant insiders. I appreciate your ongoing support. If you haven't seen the membership options, please do check them out. In this video, I'll review a cashmere giant triangle from Hermès' Fall-Winter 2025 season called Plantes Officinales by Christine Henry. We'll first look at the artist's background, the design inspiration, and then take a collector-focused dive into some of the available colorways. Let's get started. In today's case, this giant triangle is designed by Christine Henry, an artist whose work feels especially aligned with the intellectual, archival side of Hermès. Christine Henry is a French botanical illustrator trained in the traditions of scientific and natural history illustration. Her practice is grounded in close observation, studying plants not just as decorative forms, but as living systems with structure, function, and history. This discipline is what immediately distinguishes her work within the Hermès silk universe. What makes this artist particularly noteworthy for Hermès collectors is how seamlessly her illustrations echo the house's long-standing fascination with knowledge, craftsmanship, and taxonomy. Hermès has always valued artists who bring rigor to beauty, whether through equestrian anatomy, cartography, or zoological studies, and Henry belongs very clearly in that lineage. Her drawing style is precise but never cold. The line work is controlled and almost meditative, yet there's a quiet lyricism to it. Nothing is exaggerated, nothing is trendy. For collectors, that restraint matters. It signals a design that won't age quickly and one that feels just as appropriate in the archive as it does on the body. Christine Henry's designs tend to reward looking closely. They're the kind of scarves that reveal more over time, which is often exactly what seasoned Hermès collectors are drawn to. The title of this scarf translates to medicinal plants, and the design is inspired by historical botanical manuals, those beautifully illustrated references once used by apothecaries and physicians. Across the surface of the giant triangle, we see a dense but balanced field of plant studies. Leaves, stems, flowers, and even root systems are carefully rendered, often shown in full, from bloom to underground structure. That inclusion of roots immediately places this design in the world of scientific illustration rather than decorative florals. The layout feels almost like a visual inventory, yet it never becomes rigid. There is a natural rhythm to how the plants are spaced, allowing the eye to move fluidly across the material. The scale of the giant triangle is especially effective here. It gives the illustration room to breathe and makes the complexity feel intentional rather than busy. Christine Henry's background deeply informs how the design reads. You're not just seeing plants, you're seeing knowledge made visual. It feels archival, almost instructional, but softened by the movement and lightness of the cashmere. This is a design that will appeal to collectors who love Hermès pieces with intellectual depth, scarves that feel rooted in history and research, and that grow more interesting the longer that you live with them. Now let's walk through some of the available colorways, because this design shifts subtly but meaningfully with each palette. The naturel, vert, and noir is the most immediately botanical expression of the design. The naturel background recalls aged paper, while the green and black feel true to traditional scientific plates. In daylight, the green reads fresh and organic. Indoors, the black line work becomes more pronounced, giving the design a slightly more serious, scholarly tone. It will pair beautifully with neutrals and classic tailoring. This colorway will tend to resonate with traditional Hermès collectors, those who gravitate towards archive-inspired designs. Among collectors, this may be seen as a version closest to the original intent of the illustration and quietly regarded as a long-term reference-level piece. With the naturel, encre, and orange, the design becomes a touch more expressive. The encre introduces depth and contrast, while the orange adds a controlled, almost editorial accent. In natural light, the orange will lift the entire scarf, and it feels surprisingly warm. Indoors, the encre tones dominate, giving it a more introspective, moody elegance. I suspect this one will tend to appeal to collectors looking to add variation rather than start a collection. It's classic enough to feel safe, but distinctive enough to also stand apart in a collection. It may appeal to those who appreciate heritage designs with a hint of individuality. The Cabane Blanc Noir is the most graphic and assertive colorway. The dark cabane sharpens the contrast dramatically, turning the botanical elements into something almost architectural. In daylight, this one reads as crisp and high contrast. Indoors, it feels sleek and fashion-forward. This colorway is particularly strong when styled as a statement piece over outerwear. From a collector's standpoint, this one may tend to attract those who wear their scarves boldly, highly desirable and visually striking, though generally viewed as more style-driven than archival. It may be valued for its impact and confidence rather than purity of reference. The Blanc, Bleu Jaune, and Vert is the lightest and most relaxed interpretation. The Blanc brightens the illustration, while the Bleu Jaune and green soften the scientific precision. In daylight, this one will feel fresh and casual. Indoors, it remains gentle and approachable. This colorway works especially well for daytime wear and less formal styling. Collectors may choose this version for wearability rather than long-term holding. It will likely become loved for its ease and youthfulness, even if it's not typically the one associated with archival collectability. My personal favorite, the Naturel, Vert, and Noir. Let me know in the comments which ones catch your eye. So there you have it, a bit about the artist, design inspiration, and collectors' insights for this design from Hermès' Fall/Winter 2025 collection. Please like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think in the comments. In future episodes, I'll share other scarf reviews, inspiration, and more, so be sure to hit that subscribe button to be notified of new videos. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time.